Venezuela has an armed force, together with the people, united, trained, drilled, and moralized. Under no circumstances will we allow the invasion of an empire if the homeland needs us. If the homeland demands our lives, give us the order and we will go out this very instant to defend it.
At this current moment, when global imperialism of the world illegally, arbitrarily, deceitfully, falsely, and arrogantly, this oppressive force relentlessly threatens our cherished homeland, our beloved people, the innocent youth, and indeed the very fabric of our society, undermining our fundamental values and future prospects with its unwarranted and aggressive actions. Thousands of eager individuals are now coming forward to actively join the Bolivarian National Armed Forces.
Venezuela is arming for confrontation. As the United States ramps up military pressure on the oil-rich nation, the Venezuelan army has sworn in 5,600 new soldiers in a powerful show of force. The mass induction unfolded at Fuerte Tiuna, the heart of Venezuela's military, in the capital Caracas, after President Nicolás Maduro ordered an aggressive expansion of recruitment. And the warning from the podium was unmistakable. At no time will we allow an imperialist invasion, declared Colonel Gabriel Alejandro Rendón Vilches. Officially, Venezuela now commands 200,000 troops, backed by another 200,000 police officers. But this buildup is unfolding against a far more dangerous backdrop. The United States has deployed a massive fleet of warships, including the world's largest aircraft carrier, into the Caribbean. Washington says the mission targets drug trafficking, yet the scale tells another story. More than 15,000 American military personnel are now stationed across the region, the largest U.S. buildup here in decades. And the fighting is already deadly. American forces have carried out strikes on at least 22 vessels, killing at least 83 people. Human rights groups say the attacks violate international law, regardless of who the targets were. The Trump administration disagrees, arguing the president has declared the United States to be in an official armed conflict with drug cartels. But as military tension mounts, Venezuela's political crisis is turning deadly from within. This weekend, former opposition governor Alfredo Diaz died in prison. At 55, he became at least the sixth opposition figure to die in state custody since November 2024. Diaz had been arrested after protests erupted over Venezuela's disputed presidential election when Maduro claimed a third term amid powerful allegations of fraud. Human rights group Foro Penal says Diaz was held in isolation for a full year, allowed just one visit from his daughter before his death. The organization now reports at least 887 political prisoners remain behind bars. Meanwhile, Washington is tightening the noose. The U.S. has accused President Maduro of leading the so-called Cartel of the Suns, now officially labeled a terrorist organization. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has gone even further, calling Maduro a fugitive from American justice.
Venezuela's been very bad. Venezuela's been really bad in something else, probably worse than most, but a lot of other people do it too. They would send murderers into our country. They would empty their jails into our country. They sent people into our country that we don't want. They sent their drug dealers and their drug people into our country. They sent people from their mental institutions into our country, and we're getting them out. That was bad. That was real bad. And they also sent drugs.
Maduro rejects every accusation, insisting the U.S. military buildup is a cover for invasion, regime change, and the seizure of Venezuela's vast oil wealth. And on the streets of Caracas, the message from the president is defiant. At a massive rally this week, Maduro told supporters Venezuela will not accept what he called a slave's peace. We want peace with sovereignty, equality, and freedom, he declared.
My greetings to the entire Bolivarian National Police and the National Security University. Here we are on this rainy day, and there is a homeland because there are young professionals being trained in these academies. Our police doctrine is not learned in Washington or in Miami. It is created, taught, and learned in Caracas. Venezuela, a free territory of the Americas, Bolivarian territory. This is our Bolivarian police doctrine, independent, dignified, and patriotic. It should be known that Venezuela has built a police system that is professional, scientific, exemplary, and puts it at the service of neighboring countries to make agreements whenever they want for information exchange, for joint operations, because we have defeated all the criminal gangs. Tren del Agua, defeated, vanquished, and gone. Tren del Llano, defeated, vanquished, and gone. Wislechi, vanquished, defeated, and disappeared. J905, the Koki. Vanquished sidereal dust and so on. We have liberated Venezuela with the force of law, and that is a success that we put at the service of fighting criminal gangs, international crime, drug trafficking, and continuing to prevail through the path of law, justice, order, and peace.
But behind the scenes, security is tightening fast. According to the New York Times, Maduro is now changing his sleeping locations, swapping phones, and operating under extreme secrecy, fearing a direct U.S. strike or special forces raid. Cuban bodyguards and counterintelligence officers now play a growing role in his personal security. Sudden schedule changes, surprise appearances, pre-recorded broadcasts replacing live addresses. Venezuela's leader is now moving in the shadows as the shadow of direct confrontation with the United States grows darker by the day.